Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. To get this party started, the NFC's Pro Bowl kicker a year ago, Will Lutz. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand-new head coach, a brand-new organization in Carolina.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Throwing, Bridgewater. Now and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point attempt here still to come. This will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history, and it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Zach Ball there on the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
56.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Breeze now on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects, and yet...
Now Breeze lost the football.
Drew Brees sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, he's going to have a lot of guys flustered on the offensive line. They may come out of their stances a little bit quicker because of the speed Yetur Gross-Matos brings off the edge. If you don't get out there, as we just saw there, the quarterback's in trouble, and he'll go down. I love Gross-Matos' first step off the line of scrimmage. He's going to get bigger and stronger, and if he keeps that quickness, he will be a force.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. The DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this returnable for Harris. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brees. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brees. It's caught by Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers 16. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Brees.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Seven, our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Handoff.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 from the 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson on the touchdown pass from Teddy Bridgewater. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake. Brees. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's Brees to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Low timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And 1. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
The score, Panthers 17, Saints 7.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
Here now a look at Drew Brees in our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought in by the tight end Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 41,
Alvin.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
He's brought down by...
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. They complete it to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And his pass, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Breeze. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Bridgewater on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st down, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd down at 4. McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up in different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, pass complete here to Sanders. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a move point there as they were able to connect. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick slant, caught by Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it's going to be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
That'll be complete to Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Brees. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Tackle made by K1 Short.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pitch and catch here to Cook. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Breeze again. Pitch and catch here to Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown.
Number 17,
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
3rd and inches.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They run it again with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard
Here's the
line.
Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
First down pass. David Onyemata brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
47 from Mike, 47. Check.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is Harris. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
The Saints take over first.
Getting set to go again here. The Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brees. And Sanders has got it complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Brandon, as Derek Brown gets himself up off the ground after a sack, you think to yourself, how did this guy last at number 7 in Carolina when his talent was probably top 3 in the draft? An absolute force inside, a wrecking machine, plays the run and the pass so well. And remember, could come out for the draft last year and probably been a first-rounder, had unfinished business, and elevated his game. One of the best young rookies to hit the league.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring it down.
That's a gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, Paki Celaris. The secret destination's all I want to see. Ocean front residence is 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second and 11.
Throwing is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He's a good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's another.
They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball.
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
47's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
In a 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again.
And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10
at their 38.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Bridgewater's
give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Davis. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Second and 7.
Here's Bridgewater. Pass incomplete.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Carolina.
Teddy Bridgewater. Touchdown.
They were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Slide for the PAT.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
Here's Harris to return it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 right at the 30.
And he'll throw right away.
Now Brees lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. Turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm going back to you.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Makes the score Panthers 36, Saints 14.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
Here's Harris to return it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on second down. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
It's caught by Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of
the Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Breeze to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Breeze now to throw. And it's caught. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Breeze going to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line. Tonight,
a lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.